Hey, good morning, Salem Community Church. It is time for a special announcement. Several of you probably already know this information, but I'm going to share it with those of you who don't, because who better to hear it from than your pastor, right? This coming Sunday morning, October 18th, Salem Community Church will be opening up its doors for in-house church services to resume. Now, I remember several months ago when we were first hearing about COVID-19, I remember sitting in my office at my desk, typing up a note to put on our front door to let all of our visitors who might try to attend and come in during a service time, let them know that we were closed. And I remember writing that note and putting it on the front door, and I said for the next 2 weeks, Salem Community Church would be closed due to COVID-19. Now, that was a long time ago, but I'm so happy to announce that we will be opening up our doors again this coming Sunday, October 18th at 10:30. There's a few things that you guys need to know. And first and foremost, this is open doors, but it's going to come with restrictions. Now, some of you aren't going to like it, and some of you are going to be okay with it. And that's okay. Either way, I'm okay with it. I'm happy that we're opening our doors. I think we can safely have church as long as the church follows the rules. I'm all right with it. I believe we can safely have church, safely distance, and wear our mask and have church service. Let me tell you some of the restrictions that are happening here at Salem Community Church. We are opening our doors on October 18th with limited seating. Some of our seats are going to be removed to allow for social distancing. And I ask that your families sit together in the same row. So if you come together, sit together, please. That way we have other rows that are open for other families to be able to attend service. We ask that you do wear your mask. You have to wear your mask, guys. I cannot stress this enough. We have to wear our mask. We have to social distance. We have to wear our mask. That is, and some of you are going to say, well, Pastor Adam, other churches aren't doing this and other churches aren't doing that. Well, listen, my loving response to that is we are not other churches. And another thing is other churches do not have the size of sanctuary that we have. We have got to be able to meet in the space that God has given us at a safe distance. So, we have to be able to wear our mask. We have to be able to social distance. We are going to have a table set up outside for whenever you come in. If you do not have a mask, one will be provided for you. We do have those available, and they will be available for you at the door. One of our Pastors Council members will be at the door to make sure that you are entering with your mask on and that you keep it on. And also at the door will be one of our Pastors Council members who will be taking your temperature at the door. That's just precautionary. Please don't be offended by that, but that again is one of the steps that we have to take to make sure that we can have church in-house safely. So, temperature taken at the door, your mask has to be on. We're going to come in, families sit together in the same row. We're going to social distance from everyone else. Nursery is going to be closed for right now. Also, children's church is going to be postponed. We will not be doing any children's church, so children will remain in the sanctuary with their parents throughout the whole service. That's good. That's okay. They need to be in church. So if you do bring your child, just know that there is no nursery open and there is no children's church right now. The restrooms will be cleaned between every use. Cleaning supplies will be at the restrooms, and they will be cleaned between every use. Also, all of that said, as church is over Everything will be sprayed down. Everything will be disinfected and wiped down. The pastor's council has promised me that we will all stay together and get this done. There can be no lingering around after service. There's a lot of things that have to be cleaned and a lot of things that have to be disinfected and taken care of so that we can meet back here the following week too. Listen, I understand that church with restrictions, well, that's not fun. And that's uncomfortable, and nobody likes to do that. Listen, I understand. I understand. For the last several months, I have been preaching to a cell phone. And it's not fun. And it's inconvenient. And there's not a lot of joy in preaching to a cell phone. But in this time, we have to do whatever it is that we have to do to be able to get God's Word and get it in our lives and be able to do it in church safely. Now, here's a thing. Here's another thing I want to mention. And this is a very informal video, but I want you to know that I am very serious about these restrictions. We have to follow them, guys, because if we come in here on October 18th and we have a lot of people who won't wear their mask, won't social distance and all of that stuff, then what's going to happen is you're just telling us that we're just a church that's not going to be able to meet until we can do it without restrictions. So we're trying this, and we want this to work, and I hope you do too, but it's going to take you, and it's going to take me, and it's going to take everyone doing their part to make sure that we are all safe. And if you're one of those people who say, well, listen, Adam, I don't wear a mask for nobody. Well, even if you are not someone who feels like you need to wear a mask for your own health, it is my hope that you love your neighbor enough to be willing to wear a mask if you come to this church. It's just something that I'm asking you to do. Help me keep everyone else safe. Also, again, everything is going to be cleaned. Everything's going to be disinfected. There will be no children's church, no nursery, no midweek services. We are just opening up for Sunday mornings right now. So keep that in mind as well. Also, we have a new number here at the church. It is 812-404-4000. When you call that number, you are calling my office here at the church. If you please listen to me. I am begging you. I wish I could hug you right now. Listen, I can grab your heads. I am begging you. If you have a problem with any of these restrictions, okay? If you have a problem with wearing your mask, if you have a problem with social distancing, if you have a problem with getting your temperature taken at the door, if you have a problem with any of those things, do not pick up your phone and call your neighbor. Don't pick up your phone and call someone else in church and complain to them about the limitations and restrictions that myself and the pastor's council have put on this reopening. Pick up the phone and call me, because I would love to talk to you about these limits and restrictions so that we can safely meet together. Because what we don't need is a bunch of people causing division and upsetting everyone else. Listen, we are trying to find a good way to do this, and this is the only way that we can think of right now. So please, if you have a problem with any of these things, call and talk to me. Call and talk to me. I will gladly answer any questions you have. So, also, I understand that there are a lot of people who feel differently about COVID-19. Some of you are ready to come back to church, and some of you are not. And that is okay. Both of those are okay. For those of you who choose to still stay home, and you say, but Adam, I'm not ready to come back to church. That's okay. That's okay. I will continue every week to do our church videos on YouTube and share those on Facebook just the way that we have been doing church for the last several months. I will not cut you out. The same service that you will see on your YouTube channel and our Facebook page, everything that you see on YouTube and Facebook will be the same thing that we will be doing in-house on Sunday morning. Don't feel like because you're not comfortable yet coming back to church that you're going to miss something wonderful and great. Don't feel like you're missing out on something because you're not here. I will do the exact same thing for you that I'm doing for those in church on Sunday morning. The only thing is they're sitting in a green chair and doing it in person. So, if there's anyone who has any questions, any concerns, please feel free to give me a call. 812-404-4000. You can call. If I don't answer, if I'm not in the office, you can leave a message on the voicemail. I will get it. I will call you back. Or feel free to text my cell phone, call my cell phone, whatever you would like. I will love to answer your questions. Now listen, limited seating on Sunday mornings. I'm going to pull out half of these chairs. So we're looking at probably about 50 to 55 seats. So just keep that in mind. If you're someone who has a vulnerable immune system and you're staying home, that's great. I understand. But if you're someone who is just eager and ready to get back into church on Sunday morning, October 18th, that's great. I look forward to seeing you. Bring your mask. Be ready to social distance, and we'll worship the Lord together. Okay. That is my special announcement. I pray that you have a great week. I love you guys. I'm praying for you guys. And those of you who will be here Sunday the 18th, I will see you in person. And those of you who will not be here, you will still see me. Whether that be on your phone, your tablet, your TV, whatever. But we will see one of you. We will see one of each other. How about that? So, pray for each other. Love each other. If you have any questions, remember, call me. Call me. I'm the guy to ask. I can help you understand why we have to do the things we're doing. All right. I love you guys. I'm praying for you. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.